Man,
We're live. We're live. We're here.
it's alive. We're early.
How's everybody doing today?
How you doing today?
Bro, I feel like trash. I feel like a garbador.
Oh, bro.
Oh man, I am like just still kind of dizzy. Better than yesterday, but still. I'm gonna be doing the show a little bit like this today.
I feel like trash too, bro. I have a sinus infection.
But nothing's gonna keep us from Pokemon.
Nothing can keep us from Pokemon.
Please don't tell me I'm echoing all over the place.
No, I just put you on Twitch real quick, just to hear,
Okay.
make sure we can hear us both,
Yeah.
which I could. It's
How
always
do
a
I
good,
sound on Twitch?
always a good sign. You sound good.
Sound good?
Yeah. From the
Do you
2
like me
seconds
better
I
with my
listened
ears
to-
up or my ears down?
Your ears up?
Ears up?
Is that
Okay.
what? Is that kind of like that's that kind of like how it's hanging? Like.
I don't know. That's I think that's a Lola reference. Lola Bunny from the Looney Tunes. Is it Lola?
Lola Bunny.
Yeah. That's an obscure reference. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling good. Might throw some more of those out there.
I feel like your Pelipper painting's crooked for some reason.
They're both crooked. Yeah.
On purpose?
Well, no. First, he always takes them down because I do this in her office. So when she has like business meetings, she doesn't want the Pokemon in the background for some reason.
Wow. Hater.
Yeah.
Hater.
Yeah.
Doesn't she know how fast she'd be promoted?
I think that's the one thing that's missing, really. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some personality in the back of her backgrounds. Yeah, but now it looks like they're both coming after me.
Yeah. You're being chased.
You know, would I rather have a Gorgeist or a Pelipper coming after me? That's a hard question. Do I fit in a Pelipper beak?
Probably. I've seen some Pelippers in reference to people.
Yeah. Those Titan Pelippers, you don't want to mess with them. They'll just swallow your house. By the way, guys, my friend Ryman bought me Pokemon Scarlet. And it's so fun!
I feel like you bought it, no?
It was... We were both pitched in. We
Yeah.
both pitched in.
We both pitched a tent, and there it was.
Yeah. Is that a tent in your pants? No, that's a 2-bedroom cottage. Sorry. There you go. Another reference, Flight of the Conchords. Yeah, I have been loving it. I haven't found any Wingles yet, though.
Really? They're everywhere for me.
Were they? I did find another Happiny. I know you've been having trouble finding one.
What?
So I caught a couple for you. I keep running into them. But, yeah, it's so much fun. I'm really enjoying it. I was talking to my brother. Bebop, if you're out there, if you're listening. I love you, bro. Forever. And he was like talking to me about how he was skeptical
Scaffolding.
about these games. I honestly cannot say right now. Skeptical about the games, about these new games on the Switch, and I was too, because like for me, Sword and Shield didn't look that good, but man. Chef's kiss with this game that's based on Spain, Portugal, Andorra.
Mm-hmm.
My home place is there, so that's been fun. Also, I don't care if I'm dizzy; I'm going to be playing. So,
What's your favorite part of the game?
oh man, that's so hard. I really am loving the Titans. I just the whole, because I didn't play Sword and Shield. I don't think you did either, right? But you played Arceus. So for me, it's my first time like seeing the Pokemon out in the wild.
Oh yeah.
Before you run into them, you know. So that's cool. And then this Pokemon, I always forget his name, the one you use. I really like that he can like climb up mountains and hover, and
Oh yeah.
that's fun to do.
How many badges do you have now?
How many what?
badges do you have now?
All of them.
What?
Yeah.
You're a Pokemon master. But are you a Pokemon champion yet?
No, not yet. I beat all the Titans and I got all the badges, so now I'm just gonna do all the Team Star stuff before I go to the Elite Four.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you done any of the Team Star stuff?
Yeah, I think I only have like two left. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what level are
Have
your
you finished the
Pokemon?
star?
I feel like the champions Pokemons are like 65-ish.
Oh yeah, I'm not there yet.
66.
I'm not there yet. I think I'm in like the high 40s maybe.
I think I was like in the mid 50s when I went.
Mm-hmm.
I did okay.
I did okay. I'm sure you did great. With assistance from Tropius.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that came in clutch. He just betrayed his whole team for me. Sunny day. So bye bye.
Love you, Rayman. Bye. Oh, that's great. I also like. One thing I didn't love about Sun and Moon was how much storyline there was and how much talking there was. It's like it was boring and annoying, but the story in Scarlet and Violet is not bad. I really enjoy the Titan story with the guy and his dog trying to get his dog back to health, which I think a lot of people can relate with, and I really enjoy that story. And then what was it? Nemona, I think it's her name.
Nemona.
She's just like she's got it in for me, bro. She's got a thing. She's like, let me walk you to your bedroom, bro.
Yeah. First thing she does when she meets us.
This is your bed. You can lie in it if you want.
Go ahead. I'll be right here. I'll just watch.
And then she just talks about how excited she is. You know, like, I'm getting excited too. Yeah, it's a fun game.
Have you done any of the classes yet?
There's classes? Oh gosh, I had no idea.
There's a ton of classes if you go. You probably have unlocked all the classes now.
Oh, I should go check that out then before I do anything. Is it fun?
Yeah, it's like Pokemon trivia.
Oh, okay. There's some moments, I was telling Rayman, some moments where I would think, like, oh, this is gonna suck, I don't want to do this. Like the Sunflora, like playing hide and seek with the Sunflora. But then once I started doing it, I was like, oh my gosh, I changed my mind, I love this so much. I'm just chasing you around. It's the cutest thing. I've never appreciated Sunflora until this
that
game.
moment.
Yeah. And what's your favorite part of the game?
I liked when I had to push the bean around the obstacle course.
Oh, you did? Oh, wow. That was not even on my radar there. Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't know a lot about it still. I've gotten like my last batch, but I didn't even know that you could do picnics with the Pokemon or do classes.
Have you done one yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Yeah, I have not done that.
And you can bathe your Pokemon.
You can bathe them?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Wow.
And when you make a sandwich for your picnic...
is it uncomfortable?
Yeah. For them.
Yeah.
I make it weird.
You're like doing the selfie mode while they're taking a bath. Yeah, I do. I got the Mioscata, the cat one. Mm-hmm. While she's laying down, sleeping with her long legs, let's go ahead and do a selfie.
I know they hate bats, right?
They hate that. What were you saying?
Has the design grown on you any? For the starter?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I still kind of like the middle evolution a little bit better. But the third one's good too.
Man,
I just wish the legs weren't so long. I just feel like
the crocodile, man. I'm telling you, I had to stretch my imagination so far to like it. I'm like,
yeah.
Why is this bird on its head?
Yeah. I wouldn't say that happens to me very often, where you use a Pokemon and because you use it, you like it more. But yeah, I'd say Meowscarada has been one of those for me. The biggest one, though, for me was, Samurott, the water type from Unova. The first time I saw it, I thought it was ugly. And after using it, I was like, actually, he's pretty cool. I like it. Do you have any Pokemon like that? After using it, you liked a lot?
Probably Alakazam.
Really? You didn't like it at first?
The design. I mean, I loved everything about him, but the design took some tender love and caring to get used to. But the mustache and the spoons and...
Yeah. And now it's on your top 10?
Yeah, now it's my top 10.
Top 5?
Is it
top 2, right?
Is it top 3?
Top 3. Top 3 or top 2, I don't remember.
Gengar, Zoroark, and I think it was Alakazam.
Yeah, top 3. Dang, so yeah, that changed big time. Speaking of top 10, guys, I am excited. We're going to be doing our next top 10. The topic is going to be top 10 worst Pokemon. And again, we're going to base that off of whatever we want. Design,
there's no rules.
Move sets, the way they rub us.
Yikes.
Their sexual appeal. Just kidding. Just whatever we want. Yeah. Race. Just kidding. Not race. Not race, Ryman. Not race. Okay?
Alright, why don't you give us a recap real quick?
No response to that, huh?
No response to that. On that note.
On that note. Oh, man. Oh. Recap. Recap. James. That was the last episode. We got to see the origin story of James Rocket.
James Rocket.
That's not his last name, right? James Red Rocket.
James Jamerson.
James Jingleheimer Schmidt Rocket.
Yeah.
We got to see his origin story, kind of, and how traumatic it was. So traumatic that he pushed it all the way down and didn't even really remember who he was as a kid. Yeah, to him, it was just some story that happened. He didn't even realize it was him.
His tragic backstory.
His tragic backstory of his parents trying to change him, trying to get him married to some girl that always wanted to change him, and then freezing in the cold with a Growlithe. So he gets to see his parents again as an adult. They staged a fake funeral of their deaths so that he could come and that they could try to marry him off to Jessibella, who looks like Jessie, but
is it like the term Jezebel, like a whore or something, or slut, or?
Yeah, I think so. Is it that, or is that like a Bible name, maybe?
I don't know.
Jezebel. Yeah, you're right. There's something to that. I think her name was Jessibelle Harlot, I think was her last name.
Harlot.
Something like that. Yep. And so Team Rocket want this to happen because if James gets married, he doesn't want to get married, but Jessie and Meowth do because if he gets married, they get rich according to the lies that come from his parents. And really our gang is just kind of along for the ride in this episode. There's a lot of shenanigans. Jessibella again trying to change James. The fellas, I'm just gonna speed through this, but the fellas find the Growlithe, and Growlithe comes to save James, and fights Jessibella's Vileplume. And they have, I don't understand. At the end, Jessie and Meowth think that James stayed
Mm-hmm.
Was it because they didn't see him get saved?
I think they got blasted off without him.
Oh. I imagine for Team Rocket, it's rough to get blasted off without each of one of their members there. But yeah, he shows up in the Meowth hot air balloon, and for some reason I was gonna say moon bounce, and now I'm imagining a Meowth moon bounce. That sounds fun. A hot air balloon, and they have a touching moment where he says, prepare for trouble, and Jessie says, make it double, and then he gets her by the hand and pulls her up as Meowth gets left behind, rightfully so, and they shake hands because they're just, good friends. I would have, I think you could hug, I would have hugged Jessie. And yeah, episode full of trauma, but an episode full of hope as well. I don't know. I don't think James is going to do anything about discovering all this trauma he has. However, I think he does. He has been reminded again that when it comes down to it, Jessie will say, oh, it's all about the money. It's all about the money. Coca-Cola. Another bad reference. Sorry. What my brother-in-law made a song, rap song once. It's called "It's All About the Money." Coca-Cola. This is really good. And
who was this?
And my brother-in-law, he was like 8 years old or something. He's just like, Coca-Cola, it's all about the money. That's right, money.
Is that Kevin?
You can get anything with money. My brother-in-law.
Oh.
It's Coca-Cola. This is good. And yeah, so Jessie, Jessie sometimes she cares about shopping and money and cute boys and things like she is a woman. Just kidding. I'm not kidding. She is a woman. I think she is. Is she a woman? Or is she a teenager?
I feel like she's a woman.
Yeah, I think she's a woman too. And so yeah, sometimes she cares about a lot of that superficial stuff. I'm not saying all you ladies do that. I'm just being dumb. But when it really just comes down to it, she'd do anything for James, and this episode was another reminder of that for him. So although he's not gonna go to therapy, I don't think, he does realize that he's got someone in his corner, because he didn't have his parents, he didn't have his fiance, he didn't have, I guess he had Growlithe, but he left him behind. Yeah, he always had Jessie, so. And then we got Poliwhirl for
Man, can we talk about how traumatizing it must have been too, to think that your parents are dead and go through the motions of them being dead, only to find out they were lying about it to manipulate you back?
Do you think he believed it though? It didn't seem like he believed it.
I don't know.
He was very skeptical, I think.
He's probably used to their lies and manipulation,
Yeah.
But still, imagine to get to that point, to know they would lie about even their in their death.
Yeah, that is not cool. One way I can say it.
Yeah, super
Not cool.
ultra uncool.
Yeah. Not cool, Mom. Could you imagine? The mother, I don't know. Mother-son relationship is supposed to be like a very tender, very protective, very loving thing. This is like nothing like that.
Very sexual? Nope.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Not necessarily. We're talking about real moms, not stepmoms.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I guess today what we have in store for you is no.
Satan
that's
so
near yet so far-fetched. Oh man, far-fetched. Yeah.
Can you give us a spoiler? Is Farfetch'd on your top 10?
I'm not gonna give spoilers. my top 10 worst Pokemon. I'm not giving spoilers.
No.
And I'm not saying those who like Farfetch'd doesn't have anything wrong with them, but they probably should just go to therapy just in case.
Mm-hmm.
If that's your favorite Pokemon, maybe just, do
Yeah,
that.
go hang out with James there.
Yeah. Farfetch'd to me, I'm going to give all my content here, but Farfetch'd to me is like, I feel like he belongs in Kung Fu Panda movies with the panda's dad making noodles.
Yeah, that giant leak.
Yeah.
Alright, man, you ready to go?
I'm ready. I'm not just ready. I'm ready. Ready.
Alright, go ahead and get to the episode. I'm gonna go ahead and start the intro.
I'm here.
You two will be right back. BRB.
Yeah. Link is in the description below for the episode. Magmar! That's my butthead man! Oh, I'm still singing along and you're already stopped it, didn't you?
No, bro, keep going.
Oh, man. Magmar is my favorite Pokemon that looks like a butthead.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
Magmortar.
Nope.
Nope.
My eyes! My eyes!
So
Welcome back, YouTube. I mean, I guess it's welcome back, Twitch. YouTube, you've been here the whole time.
Right,
The
you
whole
never
time.
left. It was us who went somewhere.
Yeah. If you checked out the link, this episode is fresh in your head. If you're not checking out the link, then my man's going to give you a little recapping.
Yeah. So this
As soon as he tells us how he feels about this episode. It went by pretty quick, after me.
This episode did go by really fast.
Yeah.
Starts off with our heroes in the middle of a forest. I'm guessing this forest is nearby James's house. Or who knows how much time has passed since then.
True.
Or between episodes, you know.
Yeah. Supposedly there's like a lick-a-tongue that Jesse has.
Yeah, from the future.
The future.
Brock they look up the forest and find out that it's known for Farfetch'ds. In the same Pokedex entry, it's saying how rare they are and how they are on the brink of extinction. Tells its listeners how delicious they are and the best way to cook it. And the best way it should be cooked. So like
True delicacy.
Yeah.
Maybe I do like Farfetch'd. I just need to try it, try to eat it.
Yeah, you haven't had them cooked.
Yeah, that's the problem. What's your favorite Farfetch'd region? Or what is it called? What do they call them when they're from another region?
Variants or not variants? I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't either.
Bro, my brain is just mush.
You're good.
So Brock and Ash head to the river to get some fresh water.
Good old mountain spring water.
Yeah, just downstream from a moose taking a piss.
Stantler.
Misty stays behind because she's so tired. Where she finds a Farfetch'd in front of her. She chases the Farfetch'd into the forest where she bumps into a mysterious red-shirted man or guy who does the old switcheroo and switches backpacks with her and takes off running. Later on, she finds out when she sees Ash and Brock that he actually stole all of her Pokemon. And so she's devastated. They leave looking for the police station. Meanwhile, it cuts to Team Rocket running through the forest looking for a Farfetch'd. themselves where they run across this guy's Farfetch'd. And he offers to give them Farfetch'd and a Staryu and a Starmie because he's tired of raising Pokemon.
I can see that being tiring.
He lays out an elaborate trap where he lays down a backpack, brings him to a boat with a cork holding all the water from coming in the boat, and leaves. Team Rocket eventually, after many jokes, steal the backpack and the boat and the Farfetch'd. Just as you ask if the Farfetch'd can fly, it flies off the boat as the boat starts sinking. Arbok, Weezing, and Lickitung float away, and the Farfetch'd picks them up, hits Meowth a couple times, and flies off. Team Rocket's lost all their Pokemon too now. It cuts to our heroes telling the police what happened, and the police are like, Officer Jenny's like, oh, we know. She's like, this is the 5th time this week. So they go to where they were last stolen, where they run across Psyduck, who has escaped from his Pokeball and wandered off to where Misty was. They frustratingly listen to Psyduck explain where to go, where they eventually meet back up with him, just as Team Rocket had finished with rendezvousing with him for a second time and got bamboozled again. Team Rocket took a second backpack full of Pokeballs. And this is where Officer Jenny and our protagonists just bully this kid into submission. He was actively saying, I don't want to fight, my Farfetch'd is too weak. They forced in the Pokemon battle anyway, where in a Psyduck or Disable, both end up getting slammed into a tree. Team Rocket then began to lay waste to the whole area, just dropping all the electrodes out of or Voltorbs out of the blimp. And the guy promises to never do anything bad again. Everyone
will be perfect.
I'll be perfect.
I'll never sin.
Everyone gets all their Pokemon back, except for Team Rocket, who will eventually get theirs back, I'm sure.
Right.
And our heroes are friends with the villain at the end of the day, and wish him well as he runs off into the sunset.
Yeah.
Surely a
we
perfect...
never do catch his name.
No.
Yeah. Surely what?
They said surely to never commit another sin again.
Yeah. He is...
And my name isn't Shirley.
Yeah. We gotta get these people to the hospital. What is it? It's a big building with a bunch of patients in it, but that's not important right now. Ooh. This episode went by quick.
It was a fast one. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go?
I think it's about your turn to go first.
Okay.
Stop throwing those yawns at me, man.
Bro, I am trying
You're
so hard.
killing me.
I am trying so hard to stop them. I need some caffeine.
You are literally murdering me.
Let me see. So, I thought this episode was bad. Yeah, bad.
Really? Okay.
I thought it went by fast, but it was still pretty boring. I felt like if there was a lesson learned, it definitely wasn't earned. And
Wow, I never heard that before. I like that saying a lot. If there was a lesson learned, there was not a lesson earned.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like that. Smooth, right, man. Smooth.
Smooth. Butter.
Yeah.
Team Rocket, again, not needed, but they have to be there. I feel like if they were gonna introduce this guy, you know, like they gave us a little expedition of his backstory through like some campfire mumble jumble, but again, like we're not feeling it, you know, like we didn't get to see any of it, and it definitely didn't feel heartfelt, you know. He's kind of like, I nursed you back to health, and if you were stronger, we wouldn't have to be bad, you know, but yet you have shown no remorse, and in fact, I feel like the evidence points more to him enjoying stealing and tricking people. Like, he leaves notes in there, you know, like, haha, I got you kind of thing. He left...
He's gaslighting Farfetch'd.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually the correct... Yeah, that's definitely a form of gaslighting manipulation.
Because he's making Farfetch'd feel like it's his fault because he's not strong. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. When in reality, he doesn't even know how to train a Pokemon, or he doesn't even know the moves that Farfetch'd could use.
Yeah, he's never given Farfetch'd a chance. He's just always assumed Farfetch'd is too weak to battle. This episode really just has... it falls flat on just like everything it could. Like, our protagonists weren't in the story really, and neither was Team Rocket. Like, every character in this story felt like a side character.
Even Misty, you'd say?
Yeah, even Misty, dude. Like, she got her Pokemon stolen, just like 7 other people. You know, like, and it wasn't just focusing on Misty losing her Pokemon. It went to Team Rocket losing her Pokemon twice. To this guy's like half-assed backstory, to Officer Jenny looking for them. Like, this story. The story.
You weren't in tears after that story.
Yeah, no.
He nursed him back to health, my man. He nursed him back to health
with his own teats. I definitely felt like this story needed some direction, which could have been easily solved by just picking someone to follow. You know, it could have been through this guy's eyes, you know, and they could have built his story up that way. You know, like him coming across our heroes and Team Rocket, then Officer Jenny or something, you know, like giving the story some perspective would have done it some good. Also, if we were to believe his story, he wouldn't be leaving nasty little notes and stuff. Like, he would be remorseful for what he's done and feel bad. Maybe, like, give thanks to, you know, these Pokemon he's gonna have to sell or do whatever to, you know, and just explain to them, you know, like, I'm sorry you have to get involved with this. I wouldn't have to do this if my Farfetch'd was stronger. You know, like, we could go to the backstory that way, you know.
I think they could have also, like, I really like what you're saying. When he meets Team Rocket, he says, "Oh, I'll trade you the Staryu and Starmie, right? And Goldeen and Horsey or whatever." He's already opened those Pokeballs. He already has met Misty's Pokemon off screen. It would give us a bigger insight into this person if we got to see what he was like to those when he opened those Pokemon balls. Was he just like, okay, this is a Staryu, come back, this is a Starmie, come back? Or was he, like you said, explaining things to them?
Yeah. How elaborate his plots were, dude. Like, this is someone who's like very masterful of his craft, you know, like, for someone who doesn't like it, he sure does take a lot of time into it, you know. And the fact that they're taking Psyduck's word on where to go instead of like creating search parties, show like our heroes aren't even that invested in what's going on. At least Jesse and James took to the skies and looked, you know. And look how fast they found him. I definitely feel like our heroes could have been, if this guy is as good as he was saying he was, and he's just like in this because he feel like he has to in order to survive, our heroes are just go into this as a bunch of bullies, you know? They force him to battle, they just put him down, you know, and it's not a good look for people that we're supposed to be looking up to.
I mean, what would you do if you ran into someone that stole your dog? And he's there with your dog.
I would have him give it over, and we had the police with us, you know? And I would leave in the police's hands. You know, it'd be different if the police weren't there, you know?
Okay, but what if it's in the forest? What if you're camping in the middle of nowhere? There's no police.
If there were no police, you know, like, I would probably exchange some harsh words and maybe more. But the point is, like, they brought the police with them.
Mm-hmm.
And the police
was like, beat him up!
Yes, and the police's first instinct was to force this man to battle. Even after saying, like, no, I don't want to battle, my Farfetch'd is too weak.
Yeah, that was pretty rough on Jenny's side.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was going to be like, show him what it's like, take his Farfetch'd, he's ours now.
Yeah.
I mean, battling him isn't going to teach him the same lesson as if, like, having a loved one get beat up in front of you is not the same as having a loved one kidnapped.
Not at all.
That's a totally different feeling. So, yeah, I don't know. That's not those are not the same things, Jenny. Sorry.
Yeah.
Good try, though.
I don't know what they taught you in Police Academy, but...
Yeah.
What do you think about this episode, dude? Because that's really all I got. It didn't really stand out to me. And it's completely forgettable. Completely erasable. Just bad.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Man, before I go, how do you feel about movies or shows or things like that where someone gets kidnapped? Like, what is your relationship with those kind of movies?
They're pretty.
Let's say like a kid. Or
they're pretty scary for me, dude. Like, because those are like real things that could happen. Like, what's the Liam Neeson one? Taken, man, terrifying, dude. Because you never know. I haven't
seen the first one. I've only seen the second one.
You don't know what you would do for your kid, you know, until like you're the only one fighting for your kid.
Bro. Did you see the one where the whole, like, most of the movie is on social media?
No.
It's like an Asian guy and his daughter gets taken.
Yeah.
Oh, that one was really good too. That one, it's your heart thumping the whole time. It's terrifying. This one was not so terrifying, but it's Pokemon, so. I learned something today. I didn't know Farfetch'd was an endangered species.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the same time, I really wonder what it tastes like. If we do a top 10 favorite foods, that would be Pokemon. Maybe Farfetch'd would be up there, one I want to try. Because I do love duck. Have you ever had duck?
I have. It's good.
So good. So at the beginning, there's a part where Misty's coming back and she's devastated because she's lost her Pokemon. She doesn't realize they've been stolen. She just thinks it was a backpack mix-up. And she tells a story to Brock and Ash, and their first instinct is, what? You were going to keep Farfetch'd to yourself? It's like, I just lost all my Pokemon. They're like, what? You saw Farfetch'd and you didn't tell us you were just going to catch it yourself? It's like, what? Gaslighting?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting it.
Yeah.
That's
masterful hold of that word.
Yes. That's gaslighting, right? I mean, what are they expecting Misty to just be like their assistant? If she sees a Pokemon she likes, she can't call dibs, right? She has to actually tell the other two, hey, look, there's a Farfetch'd. Can I have it? And then, no, I'm gonna catch it. Okay. you're the second-rate person here in our group. You're our pawn.
Yeah.
I don't know. This episode makes me feel bad for Misty in many different ways. From I'm losing all her Pokemon to the way the internal affairs of how Brock and Ash really feel about her and how they really treat her. And I mean, there's no wonder that she has to be so rough with them and mean to get anything from them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, about the guy's backstory, I mean, there's not much to add, I guess. Like, it's a very terrible job of, hey, here's a villain, but look, you can relate to him because he cares about his Pokemon. It's like, yeah, but I don't relate to him, though. No, not at all. Like, you know, the Bible even says that evil people still love their friends. You know, like, it takes righteousness to love your enemy. So when you can love your enemy, that's saying something. But like loving your friends, like the worst people in the world love their friends.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some people that are like complete psychopaths and just use everyone as tools. I mean, there's definitely those people out there that don't care about anyone. But there's a lot of evil people out there that love their friends. That's not a hard thing to do. This guy, we don't get his. There's nothing for us to connect us to him. We don't know his name. We don't know how he treated Misty's Pokemon when he saw them. He obviously also met James and Jesse's Pokemon because he knew what was in there. We don't know how he treated those Pokemon. And what about the Voltorbs? Like, if you really care about Pokemon, why are you going to stick a bunch of Voltorbs in a hot air balloon? Or just give them to James and Jesse?
Mm-hmm.
Knowing they're probably just going to self-destruct as soon as they see someone they're going to recognize.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the intricacies of the way this guy is showing that even if he really wants to be perfect, he wants to change, it's not going to be an easy task for this guy. He's gonna slip up a lot, I'm sure. One thing that I think you didn't mention was the battle between Bulbasaur and Farfetch'd, and yeah, what'd you think about that? Odd, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it because it was more than 2 moves.
Yeah. I mean, half of it was like Farfetch'd suspended in the air, just getting slapped left, right, left.
Yeah, Lion King style. Yes, I enjoyed that battle, and you know, it shows how much he even gave Farfetch'd a try. He didn't even know that Farfetch'd could learn agility. How many Pokemon can learn agility? That's a very common move. He didn't know anything about Farfetch'd. He just knew that he was really good at helping him steal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying this guy can't change, but it's gonna be hard for sure. The big star for me in this episode is Psyduck, though. Psyduck is the one that helps the crew find the bandit. He's the one that beats Farfetch'd. And he's pretty much Gohan of Pokemon.
Yeah.
He just has this like internal power that he doesn't know how to use, or it just comes out sometimes when he gets a bad headache. I'm pretty sure like Gohan gets bad headaches when he goes, you know, to his next level.
I wonder if he evolves this season, or like in the Kanto region.
Does he evolve ever?
I don't know. I think so.
I do remember there's an episode with Golduck, and Misty makes Psyduck feel so bad because she loves the Golduck. I
think he evolves just because I saw a Pokemon card that says Misty's Golduck.
Yeah. I mean, and I know Pokemon aren't the equivalent exchange of a kid, but even if it was like a dog, which I would say Pokemon are like above dogs. Like if you had your dog stolen, it probably would, or kidnapped, it wouldn't be as devastating as if like Pokemon were real and you had Pokemon stolen from you. Because that's more of like what you said, it's more of a they're more. I don't know what's the word. What's the word you use when you say that they don't just go off their instinct?
They are like sentient, you know, like
they're more sentient. Yeah, exactly.
They can think, you know. And...
Yeah, if someone stole, even we'll just go down like you say, if someone stole my dog and I ran into that person, I saw him with my dog. He can have some kind of sob story where he says, what happens is my dog is,
it's not strong enough to fight.
Yeah, right.
I need your dog for the round.
He was weak, and I needed to nurture him, and I don't have any money, and so I do whatever. It doesn't have to be dog fights. It could just be like I allow people to play with my dogs, and they pay me money.
Yikes!
It's like, yeah, well, that's not your dog, and I don't feel sorry for you at all. I was teaching my son today about fighting, about how whenever you can, you need to just kind of talk. My son can be pretty. I don't never seen him fight, but he can get pretty angry sometimes. And I was talking to him. I said, sometimes, like most of the time, you need to just try to talk to people and try to figure things out. Try to meet common ground. Try to explain situations and try to explain to people like logic and how you feel. And of course, I'm putting this into terms for a 6-year-old to understand. But like if someone has just come into this house and tried to steal stuff, like that's probably when Daddy's gonna fight. Like I'm not gonna just try to discuss stuff with someone that's trying to break into our house.
No.
Right? Or like I told him, when I went to a dance once in high school, and I was friends with this girl, and someone was trying to touch her in her privates, and she wouldn't stop. After she said to stop, and I told him to stop. So, and like situations like that, I had to shove him and kind of get at him. So, like...
What? I don't remember this.
Have I not told you that story?
No.
Yeah. I didn't beat him up or anything. I shoved him really hard, and he fell on like a bunch of chairs and made a big scene. And like I don't think he wanted to fight me because like everybody at the dance was looking at him because I shoved him into all these chairs. So he just walked off. But that was one of the big things, man. Like in middle school too, like there's a lot of idiots trying to touch girls inappropriately. I had like no patience for that. I was very non-confrontational. I've always been non-confrontational. But if I saw guys touching girls inappropriately and they were telling them to stop and they weren't stopping, that was one thing that would light me up. I did not like that. I don't know if that's misogynistic, but I feel like men should watch out for women, should take care of women when things like that happen.
Pretty sexist of you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, if that's sexist, then I'm sexist. But yeah, I think that men when you see a woman being taken advantage of, you gotta do something.
I'm the opposite. I'm like, they should take care of me. Rhyme being.
Yeah, what's the opposite of that? Sexful?
Yeah.
I don't know what's the opposite of sexist. Yeah, it's a sad dog story. I don't want to hear your sad dog story. There's no reason why you should be kidnapping.
Yeah.
Period. You don't have money? You still shouldn't kidnap. You don't have family? You still shouldn't kidnap. You've been raped? That sucks. I'm sorry. Don't kidnap. Like don't kidnap. That's not a hard lesson to learn. Don't take things that are not yours, and then like that's stealing, right? Don't take things that are not yours. Like kidnapping is a whole other level. Like don't do that. Oh man, like steal money before you start stealing people or Pokemon or dogs or cats or whatever. Like if you really need food, if you can't provide for you in Farfetch'd, you are very creative. I'd rather you start stealing money before you steal people's pets or fighting slaves, whatever.
Mm-hmm. That's funny we're talking about this now. Like, when this is like what Team Rocket's been doing for like 40 episodes.
Yes, but Team Rocket is bad. They're supposed to be the villains.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes, no, they want us to feel for Team Rocket sometimes, and that's fine and all, but we know deep down, like, they're just working for Giovanni, and they're villains, and they're a joke. They're not gonna win. This guy pretty much won. Right? Like, he was very close to just Misty losing a Pokemon forever.
Mm-hmm.
There's been times where Team Rocket grabs Pikachu, but, it doesn't get much further than that. It's not like they take their Pokemon and then they're gone and we don't know anything about. I don't know, maybe that's happened, I don't remember. So the side character in this episode is everyone?
Everyone, yeah. Do you feel the same way, or do you feel like we have like a centralized character, or?
If there is one, I think it's Psyduck.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is the story of Psyduck.
This is the story of Psyduck. Yeah. I liked Psyduck in this episode. I really did. I think this was a great Psyduck episode.
I definitely feel like Psyduck had a spotlight in this episode.
Yeah. Well, our encounters today are Farfetch'd and Voltorb. I don't need any time to think. I'm going to Voltorb. That's it. I don't care if it self-destructs.
I think I go with Farfetch'd. Just because Voltorbs are everywhere.
Just because you can maybe at least sell it for a pretty penny?
Nah, I'd probably eat it.
Probably eat it, yeah. Delicacy right there.
I feel like, do you think it's illegal to like catch Farfetch'd since they're almost extinct?
If they're endangered, yes.
In the Pokemon world?
In Pokemon, I don't know. It should be illegal.
Like, if I had a Farfetch'd, I wonder if I could take it somewhere and they'll cook it for me?
Yeah. Maybe some Team Rocket hideout or something. I think if you catch a Farfetch'd, probably if you catch a Farfetch'd, you should have to turn it into your local authorities or something and take it to some sanctuary and start breeding them.
Oh, I like that. Mm-hmm. You're like, I'll help it breed.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a Ditto, that's all you need.
Mm-hmm.
Dittos are pretty common, I think. I'm sure Dittos can go all day long and all night long.
All night long.
Hey, sugar. What was that meme you sent me of Ditto?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, sugar. That is a used Pokemon.
Very used. Alrighty, man. Do you feel like so Farfetch'd wasn't good enough for you? Oh wait, what do you rate this?
I don't know. We haven't rated it yet.
Yeah, what do you rate this one?
I imagine I'll go a little higher than you, but I'm gonna go with. Oh, man. It's tough because like, what am I supposed to focus? It's another one of those episodes of what am I supposed to focus on? If it's Misty and Psyduck, I kind of like it. If it's this side character that we never get his name, it's less good. If it's about battling, it wasn't too bad.
Team Rocket.
Team Rocket. I think focusing, I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it. I'm gonna give it 3 Vine Whips to the face.
Oh wow! So above average.
Yeah, I'll say above average. Yeah, we had a pretty decent battle, and I think Psyduck, for me, stole the show. There was a lot of ridiculousness, but Psyduck was great, and he was, for me, the main part. I mean,
yeah,
I'd say he was the protagonist.
I would say Psyduck was the only redeeming quality. I'd give us a 1. 1 wagging Psyduck tail.
Okay. That is low. Nothing's ever good enough. Our contestant today. Ooh, no wonder you're happy.
Mm-hmm.
It's Abracadabra Alakazam, the magician himself.
And when you listen to his cry, like in MMO and stuff, it sounds like a demon. He goes,
oh, does it? Oh, jeez. It's not that compelling.
Yeah. Oh, man. I love it, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, does Alakazam have a Mega X?
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
he only
that's
has one Mega.
I just made up.
Yeah. I think, let's see. He only has a Mega Evolution. I don't think he has Gigantamax or any other variant. Now I'm saying variant like you. I don't even know. I don't remember what it's called
the
now.
MCU variant.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. I don't think it looks like Drowsy, but whatever.
Maybe the color scheme? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I love the shoulder pads. I love like it's almost like a shirt, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I love that everything just looks like armor on him.
For sure. Yeah. Like one of those armored rhinos, except he's not.
He's got a little tail ring. I just love this Pokemon so much. This Pokemon can only learn Ancient Power and Teleport, so evolving him can be kind of annoying. Especially in games that don't have the experience share. Automatically built in. But
he's better to look at than a Magikarp.
Yeah.
At least he looks good.
He's got them cat ears. Does that trigger some PTSD in us both?
I don't know. What? What's going on?
From our Persian episode.
Oh, I see. Oh man, you know, other animals have ears like that too. Doesn't necessarily mean he's a cat.
But yeah, I feel like it's pretty basic, perfect Pokemon for me. Perfect beginning evolution in Pokemon.
Yeah, bro, I can't disagree. That bro looks amazing. He looks like a villain from Dragon Ball. Like, I could see him being a villain in Dragon Ball Z.
100%, yes.
Like, I could just see this guy with an aura coming out and
and he does.
Being all powerful.
It is so cool whenever they animate this guy in the show. Like, his eyes open up, they're glowing blue. He gets that whole aura just to do something like teleport. You know?
Right. Yeah, just to get out of there. Just to book it. The police are here.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, man, I have to agree. I would say he's also a perfect Pokemon. The color scheme works, the shoulder pads, the armor-looking skin.
Yeah.
Even the tail has a little bit of personality. Yeah, perfect Pokemon, I agree. Ooh, what is that thing on his butt? Or on his, is that his, like, ding-a-ling down there?
This?
Yeah.
Maybe. They put the tail on wrong again.
Oh. Oh my gosh, is that his pubic bone?
Yeah.
What is that? It's just like the attachment to his tail?
Yeah. It's what keeps it in place.
And he has like these wavy things on his like on his front part to like draw attention to his nether regions.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why do we have to pay attention to that?
I don't know.
I'm uncomfortable. I need an adult. Yeah, bro, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Kadabra. I think his tail is so odd. It looks like it'd be too heavy for him, first of all. And it looks just like his body, even like, we'll get into Alakazam, but Abra's body is very like athletic, very finesse. It looks like, you know, it's very defined. This guy's got like a blubbery tail. It looks like a tail from like a walrus or something.
Yeah, he's definitely the odd one out in this evolutionary line. He's also the only one with these weird markings on him. These squiggly lines and the star.
I kind of like the star. Squiggly lines are like, why are they there though?
Did you know he's actually illegal to make? They can't do anything else with Kadabra.
You were telling me that, yeah.
Because apparently he's based off some magician that's known for bending spoons. And they tried canceling him too because they said these S's were very similar to the Nazi S's.
Oh my gosh, really?
It was a bit of a reach, but yeah, that's what they were claiming.
Yeah, that is a pretty big reach. I want to give him another tail. I think that's my biggest issue with him. Do you have any ideas?
That's definitely my biggest issue with him. And the only thing that's going to keep this from being a perfect Pokemon, rating-wise, for me is that tail.
Yeah.
Because it's so out of place for me.
Well, what would you do? Like, what kind of tail? If you wanted, just we're going from Abra's tail to a Kadabra tail, what would you do to make it different from Abra's?
I would make it shorter and just like Abra's, you know?
Make it look like Abra's, but just shorter?
Yeah, that way when he evolves to Alakazam and there's no tail, it makes sense.
Right. Instead of going like skinny long tail, fat long tail, no tail.
Yeah.
Do you think that would set him apart enough from Alakazam?
Yeah, because I mean, they have these like very feline facial features. And like these claws and everything, and I think that the only thing that really sets them apart other than that is the symbols and the mustache gets bigger, you know?
Yeah.
But I still love him, dude. I still get so excited whenever an Abra evolves.
Yeah. But then you trade him right away.
Right away.
You're not like, okay, let's play with Kadabra for a while. You don't do that.
No. I tried and he lost me the whole Pokemon gym battle.
Yeah. Yeah, that tail is definitely the worst part of this whole evolutionary line. I would say he does have the best mustache, though.
Yeah, I like it more than Alakazam's mustache for sure.
Yeah, I can't see a small tail, but I guess...
Because at least with with Kadabra's mustache, it just could be like really thick whiskers, you know?
Right, yeah. For sure.
Alakazam's looks like nose hair.
It's like, am I supposed to be impressed that you're bending spoons, or am I supposed to be impressed that you can move your mustache like that? Because they're both impressive. Yeah, he's kind of strange, Kadabra.
Oh, weird. This is like a different every viewpoint.
Oh.
I don't know. What else do you think about Kadabra? It's just kind of... I think we both covered it, right? It's just...
Yeah, I mean... It's hard to just look at Kadabra without looking at Alakazam, because they're so similar. It's just, like you said, the markings and the mustache is shorter and the tail and one less spoon, which I guess is a lot of differences, but in general, you know, I don't know, maybe they could have gone like a Majin Buu route, not necessarily making him as fat as Majin Buu, because you do like the Kid Buu and Fat Buu and then Super Buu kind of thing. But instead of making him really fat, you could just make him maybe bulkier, you know? Get rid of the tail and then maybe give him like really big shoulder pads, you know? Maybe give him like his legs could be like a little thicker.
I mean that, and that I like this Mega, just how over exaggerated, you know, they went.
Yeah. before we do that, let's go to Alakazam, I guess. Yeah, that's all I have on Kadabra.
Man, I love it. This is a Pokemon I didn't love at first, like I was saying. The mustache and spoons really bothered me because I didn't understand the point of the spoons. Or the mustache, really.
Does he attack with the spoons? He doesn't, right?
No. I feel like if he were to cut his mustache off, he would look even cooler. I wouldn't even mind the spoons if he just didn't have the mustache.
Like putting my fingers to the screen. Yeah, it does look cool. Yeah, Alakazam shaved. Shaven.
Oops, oh my gosh. Oops, I did not spell that right. Google will fix it for me.
Yes. Perfect Pokemon. You know, what I would have preferred, I don't know, this is probably going against the psychic code, but why don't you just give Kadabra 2 spoons and give Alakazam 2 knives?
Right.
That would have been way scarier looking.
Mustache
Because he could bend the knives and then just throw them at you and still attack you. Mustache power. Oh, all the mustache Pokemon. That's awesome. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Who's your favorite mustache Pokemon? Alakazam, obviously, right?
Yeah. The Colonel. Kimbo.
Who's Kimbo?
He was a street fighter, like, decades ago, man. I used to LimeWire his fights. It was just brutal. Just
really?
Backyard, bare-knuckle boxing.
Oh, jeez.
He was just huge. Just, like, totally ripped. Just, like, guy who just go in people's backyards and fight them. And just, like, lay waste to them. Just bare-knuckle.
Wow. Like no rules?
Yeah.
Wow. I think I've heard of him. There's like a video where it's like, oh, you can hit him in the nuts, but you don't want to do that. So he'll mess you up more. Oh no, I'm thinking X-Men.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think actually you showed me something about him.
Kimbo Slice. Yeah, this is back in the day. I remember. Yeah, like, you're just taking these punches. Yeah, he'll just like fight random people in the streets.
And then people would pay for that?
I guess I LimeWired it. Yeah, he must have sold it on the internet.
Right. I wonder how many of our viewers know what LimeWire is.
Right?
LimeWire, man. That takes me back. Do you remember? Did you do Bear Share?
I did do Bear Share.
And in Spain, we always did Aries.
No, I never heard of Aries.
Yeah, Alakazam is great, man. I actually... Oh, jeez. Professor X. That's pretty funny, actually. That's really funny. Yeah, I've actually... I played I did a run of Johto with Alakazam. And he was extremely useful. I think he's probably, you know, the heaviest hitter on my team. Usually, that's what Alakazam is known for. He's a heavy hitter.
He is my definition of the perfect Pokemon because he is fast and strong.
Not just fast and strong, it's fast and special attack.
Yeah.
Because you like more of the fast special attack than the fast physical.
Fast and special attack.
Yeah.
He's just all in on that one attack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like the opposite of Groudon, who's speed and physical attack. Yeah, man, I like Alakazam. Do you think do you like that they kept the same colors, or would you have changed the colors? Like maybe turn the brown into like a blue or something like that?
No, I like the colors. I like everything.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the only thing I would have changed is maybe the mustache and the spoons.
Should you give him knives?
Yeah, knives. Butcher knives.
Butcher knives.
Oh man, that's a crazy picture.
That is a crazy picture. I'm trying to think of what other weapon would go well with this Pokemon, with the psychic theme. I just feel like you can't go wrong with knives. Maybe sporks?
Right? Or like, what's the thing, like magic mirrors? You know, like you could have like a really badass mirror or something, or a saw. He saws people in half.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
A saw. Trying to think of how he'd look like with a saw. Or we could just have him have, like, magical orbs in his hands all the time. Like that.
Oh my.
Oh, those are not orbs. Those are spoons, too. That's terrifying. That's a nightmare right there. Yep. Having nightmares tonight.
What about now?
Dang, that's one dirty Chansey. I think Alakazam is a prime example of why there's so many Gen 1ers. People think Generation 1 is the best, design-wise, because just Alakazam just looks bad, eh?
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Oh man, this is sick.
And now we go to what? My least favorite.
So I just gotta get this off my chest. His beard looks like the Ice King's beard from Jake. Adventure Time.
Adventure. I've never seen that show, but
oh, dude, it's so funny.
But now I don't want to.
It's so funny. You are missing a great time.
Oh man, But you like it more than regular Alakazam, right?
Oh yeah, this thing looks like a freaking grand wizard. This thing looks so powerful.
And do you mind that now he has 5 spoons?
I mean, I really wish they didn't double down on the spoons. You know?
They should have more spoons! He should be a spoon, as Mega Evolution.
He is a spoon.
Just like an Alakazam body with a spoon head.
But, I mean...
It even looks more like a penis on that one.
Right?
You just passed. Oh, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. No me gusta.
What don't you like?
First of all, his feet are like hands as well. He has 4 hands, is what he has. Just... I don't like that.
I think it's supposed to be like he's meditating.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And I don't understand how he gets his beard to do that. Like, it looks like I'd rather have that Lillipup Evolution's beard over this thing's beard. Where it's taking over your whole body. This guy has like an M for Alakazam, maybe? The jewel on his head is fine, I guess. The like the points on his head look like kind of like a Scyther's. I think the ears, the way he had it with Alakazam and Kadabra, were fine. They didn't have to change the whole head look. It really looks like a cone head with horns coming out of it. I don't know. This Pokemon looks more demonic to me, and at the same time, like worse design.
What is this?
A Rapidash? Oh no, that's Alakazam. Yeah, and Gengar. Those are your two guys, dude.
What? Just go ahead and save this for later. Interesting. Okay. Carry on.
I mean, I don't know if I have that much more to say about him. I don't like his beard. I don't like his feet. I don't like the top of his head. It really is just another Scyther head. All the things that I liked about Alakazam, they kind of took away to make this Mega Alakazam. And like you said, more spoons. I haven't seen videos of Mega Alakazam attacking. I don't know if he actually like now shoots these spoons at people, but I feel like there's better options for weapons. Even if you're going to use a weird weapon. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't even look like he eats. He's got all those spoons, but he never eats anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry, man. I'm pooping all over one of your favorite Pokemon, but
no, it's completely
just don't
fine.
like it.
Because I definitely feel like your things are valid. You know, he's definitely... What is this? Oh, another Mega.
And I'm definitely not your friend anymore.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, he definitely gives off some creepy old man vibes. You know, and not just Gandalf vibes. I would also like to see how he moves and attacks, but I don't know. He definitely just looks powerful to me. Like, if I had to face this thing, like, it'd be pretty terrifying if I didn't know I had something that could beat it.
Yeah, for sure. You run into that thing, you'd be like, maybe I can get the next gym. How many gyms do you have in the area? And then you'd be stuck in a dollhouse forever.
Yeah. Alright, it sends out a psychic power from the red origin on its forehead to foresee its opponent's every move. Oh, that's why it's so skinny. Having traded away its muscles, its now true power has been unleashed. That's why it looks like a crippled old man. It's given away everything of its body to focus on its brain.
Would you do that?
Probably not.
Yeah. Same.
But it makes it a little more. It makes more sense now, though.
Yeah. You gave up too much, Alakazam. Well, the good thing is it's just a temporal evolution, so it's not like he has to stay this way.
Yeah.
If you take away the spoons, I could see this guy being like a Street Fighter.
Right.
Like, he reminds me of Dalsim from Street Fighters, kind of a little bit. Yeah, I would say I like Kadabra. I like Kadabra's tail more than Mega Alakazam. Unfortunately. But I don't have much more to say about him.
Yeah, me either.
He's definitely. It's not like they did give him a white beard without making him look like Santa, so that's good.
Yep.
Oh, man, that beard is almost the size of him. Does intelligence come with facial hair?
I actually love the beard. I love the beard. I love the vibe it gives off. You know, like.
Yeah. It's not so much design-wise. It's
like,
what makes you feel.
Older and wiser. you know.
Would you like it better if the sides were cut off? It's just like the front was long? Or do you like the sides too?
100%.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I would too.
I think this is just showing he has the mustache and the beard now.
So the middle part's just the mustache.
Yeah, no, the sides sticking out are the mustache and the beard.
Oh, I never saw it like that. Okay, now that makes sense. Yeah, that's a huge mustache. You can go to the world competitions for mustaches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying, though. You're like, for you, it's harder to focus on details of the design because you feel like it has an aura, or it has like it gives off vibes, like you said, of something that's attractive to you. It's
just like
immense power,
wisdom and power, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna actually look at what his special attack is, because I imagine it goes up when he goes Mega.
Oh man.
So Alakazam's special attack is, base special attack is 135, which is already insane. And when he goes Mega, it goes to 175.
Oh wow.
Speed goes from, let me see. The speed goes from from 120 to 150.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. Yep, that's your kind of guy for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you've never even played X and Y.
Is he in X and Y?
Yeah. That's where Mega Evolutions are from X and Y.
There's a reason why he's not competitive. It's probably nothing else is good about him.
Well, it's competitive doesn't do Megas anymore, but
oh no.
No.
This is the one I have in my deck.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That's the one you do like 500 damage with.
Yeah.
when conditions are right.
Yeah,
let's just say, guys, Alakazam is almost as strong as Shuckle. for reference.
Mm-hmm.
of pure power. Did I ever show you that video of how much damage Shuckle could do?
Oh, I've seen many TikToks on it.
Yeah. It's insane. Yeah.
Oh,
would you say he's good enough,
cool
though?
I would say he's good enough.
You'd say he's good enough. Okay.
Barely. I would rate this a 4.5 out of 5.
Okay.
The only points I'm taking off are for like facial hair and spoons.
Mm-hmm. And butt facial hair.
Yeah, butt facial hair.
Or butt hair.
And they got Kadabra's tail on the wrong way.
Yeah. They make that mistake a lot.
What about you?
Yeah. Yeah, this is tough because I'd say Abra is a perfect Pokemon, and I'd say Alakazam is like, probably like a 4.8, 4.9, like right up there too. Mm-hmm. But I'm not a huge fan of Kadabra or the Mega, especially the Mega. I don't like the Mega. But I'm gonna do the same thing I've always done. Kind of throw the Megas out because it's just a temporary evolution anyway. It's not something that sticks around. If you could be like Zarbon and be ugly for a little bit and be a little more powerful, then get back to your beautiful self, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, for the line together, yeah, and I'll give it 4.5 as well. I'm willing to overlook the tail. 4.5 bendy spoonies, little spoons.
Little spoons.
Oh, wait, sorry. You like to be the little spoon, right?
I do.
I'll do 4.5 big spoons.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great Pokemon. It's a great evolutionary line. I'm glad it exists.
Alrighty, man.
Even if it was inspired from some greedy magician that won't let us have Kadabra on Pokemon stuff.
Give us back our Kadabra.
Yeah. What do you want? You think that's a strike that anyone would show up to?
Just us. Just me.
Yeah. Like we find out where he lives, and just every single day outside of his house with.
Yeah, dude, it's been 20 years. Just let us have Kadabra back.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Alrighty, man. Well, thank y'all for joining and watching and spending time with us.
Yeah, we'll catch you Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
Do you know
Dangle
what you
those
can do?
bananas off your chin. Give your significant other those Nala eyes.
Did you do Nala eyes into the camera? Oh, wow.
Peace out.